Hello, fourth and fifth graders. It is Tuesday. We're going to start with fourth grade, and we're going to continue with the Bible fourth grade. Christ folk, you're going to do day Tuesday, and we're going to meet at Zoom at 1 o'clock. And then you're going to do J, data and graphs, interpreting line graphs. It's this continuation of what we talked about in class. Our line graphs, our coordinates. Remember what comes first, the x and or y axis. So it's basically a review. Language arts, you're going to read a chapter of your online book. Now let's get to our science. It is Science Week, of course, and today, fourth graders, you're going to discuss or study the concept of germination. So germination is basically how plants grow, how they grow fruits. So you're going to put in order what comes first: fruit, leaves, seeds, stems, roots. So you're going to watch a video and you're going to put the plant growth in order, okay? And then you're going to write a paragraph on the process of growth and germination. How seeds become plants, or how seeds become plants and then grow fruits. So that is your science work today. Now, your science project that's due on Friday, you're going to do the stages in the life of a tree hunt. And you're going to go to your backyard habitat to do a scientific investigation. Again, stages in the life of a tree hunt. That's due on Friday. You're going to go to your backyard habitat and do a scientific investigation. So you're going to go to your backyard habitat and find a seedling, which is a young plant, a sapling, which is a young adult tree, and a very mature tree, and a dead tree, or I will accept a dead tree branch. Chart your findings in a column chart, the same column chart that you did for your social studies project, and take or draw a picture of each of your findings. And that's going to be due on Friday. So you guys can get started on your backyard research. Okay, fifth graders, you're going to do Bible, Christ folk. You're going to do Tuesday. Then you're going to do math, U coordinate planes, graph points on a coordinate plane. Same as we did in class. Remember your Y and X axis. Then you're going to do language arts, read a chapter from your online book. So we're going to our science week. Science, we're doing sedimentary rocks. Okay, I have something to share with you. All right, so it is important to know, you're going to watch a video, but I want to share the elements of sedimentary rocks. So sedimentary rocks are formed by layers of sediment, which are dirt, rock particles, being mixed and compressed together. Compressed means they're pressed together for extended periods of time. So that means a long periods of time. Common examples of these rocks are limestone. We have a lot of limestone in Georgia. Sandstone and shale. Sedimentary rocks often have lots of fossils and in them. So let's refresh. What are fossils? Fossils are prints of dead animals or dead leaves. So sometimes if you dig a fossil, it will have an imprint, a print in a dead leaf inside the rock, or sometimes you'll find a dead animal compressed in the rock, or a dead insect or a dead lizard. That's what fossils, those are found in sedimentary rocks. So in them, because plants and animals get buried in the layers and sediment and turn into stone. So the animals get buried in the layers of the stone and they get compressed, and that becomes a fossil. So fossils are often found in sedimentary rocks. Now I've included a chart today so you could see the different types of rocks, and this will help you with your science project that I'm going to discuss. So let's talk about the terms transportation. Eroded rock particles are carried away by wind or by rain streams, rivers, and oceans. So that's transportation. Disposition: as rivers get deeper or flow into the ocean, their current slows down and the rock particles are mixed with soil. They sink and become a layer of sediment. Often the sediment builds up faster than it can be washed away, creating little islands and forcing the river to break up into many channels in a delta. So, compaction and segmentation. As the layers of sediment stack up above water or below, the weight and pressure compacts the bottom layers. Okay? So those are just terms I wanted you to be familiar with. So we're going to the concept of metamorphism when it comes to geology. And geology is basically the study of rocks. So I wanted you to examine this term metamorphism. I'll tell you what it is, and then on your video it's going to explain it further. So over very long periods of time, sedimentary or igneous rocks end up buried deep underground, usually because of the movement of tectonic plates, and tectonic plates are what makes up the Earth's surface, underneath the Earth's surface. While underground, these rocks are exposed to high heat and pressure. So remember, high heat and pressure have a lot to do with metamorphism, which changes them into metamorphic rocks. So you cannot have a metamorphic rock without high heat and pressure. This tends to happen where tectonic plates come together. Remember, tectonic plates are under the Earth's surface. The pressure of the plates squish the rock that is heated from hot magma below. So tectonic plates are large sections of the Earth's crust that move separately from each other. Their movement often results in an earthquake. So if you've ever felt an earthquake, I was born and raised in California, so I've felt an earthquake once. It's very scary because you are very helpless when the earth moves. But that's what's happening with the earthquake. The tectonic plates are shifting, causing the movement of the earth to shift, and that's why it makes that shaking of the earth. And earthquakes of a high magnitude can be catastrophic because when the earth plates shift, everything falls, and it's just a disaster. So that is your lesson for today, fifth graders, concerning science. Now, let's go over our science project that is due on Friday. So, you're going to do a science investigation in your backyard habitat. You're going to find different types of rocks in your backyard and find evidence of weathering and erosion in your backyard habitat. So you learned about weathering and erosion today. So you're going to find evidence of weathering and erosion in your backyard habitat, and you're going to try to find different rocks. Now, I know that you're not going to be able to find all types of rocks in your backyard habitat, but you're going to try to find what you can. You're going to create a column chart to chart your findings of different rocks and write a short description of each rock along with a picture of each rock. You could either take a picture or draw a picture. You're going to describe the texture, color, and size of the rock. Finding evidence of weathering or erosion. In your backyard habitat, take a picture of evidence of weathering and erosion and write a descriptive paragraph of your findings along with your picture. Now, I have included a chart, a rock chart, to help you identify different rocks. Again, I know that we're not going to find all types of rocks because it depends on the region. We're in Georgia, we're in the southeast. So there's certain types of rocks that are unique to the southeast. If you do not, when you make your chart, if you cannot find a certain type of rock, just put NA, non-applicable. That means it's not, couldn't be found. But find what you can. There are rocks in every habitat. So that is your science project for Friday. And that is it for your day. I will see you on Zoom. Happy learning. Happy learning, 4th and 5th graders.